Why, hello there. Welcome back to Fox's Doomed Expedition. That's an exaggeration. No one is doomed. I am your host, Get Good Fox. And as you can see here, we've got some things melting, starting us off on a, hopefully a positive, good old start, Hopefully things go well. We are having a little bit of a heat issue on the food, so I might have overdone it a little bit, maybe. Could we? Possibly, but I think we're okay. I feel like oh, did we just miss that one getting shaved? How close until you still got a ways to go. Anyways, this seems to be stable. Yeah, we got a bunch of this stuff washing in here. Yeah, we're cooling the area down, like I said. This is probably a little too much. Probably a little too cold. It's okay, I think. I think it's okay. It might not be okay. It doesn't matter. In today's episode, let me see. Don't we have any pipes there? Okay, we're good. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is build a second one of these. And that's because we're gonna become more reliant on this system, basically. We're just becoming more reliant on this system. And what we need to do is get more of the gas out of here. The gas is really... also, we need to continue this. Actually, let me not damage the system. So, on the Twitch playthrough, because yes, we are... Oh, I was hoping to not mix these together, but it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't matter that much. I don't think there's any germs in them. Wait, temperature. Yeah, I was hoping not to mix those liquids together, but, looks like the liquids are getting mixed together anyways. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, so we're gonna cut into here because we need to make more space. Lots and lots of space. We're gonna continue this downwards. And that's because the same problem, like, a lot of these systems are overloading still. Like, over here, I guess we got some overload occurring. I'm not sure why. They shouldn't overload. Like, normally the way the way these things are supposed... Oh, these should be severed. Those shouldn't be connected. I see. Let's disconnect these. Yeah, disconnect all of those. We need to separate the systems. There we go. That should help. Okay. I'll need to remove all of these and replace them. With more of these. These will extend downwards. And then what we will do is get the heavy watts connected in. This can go over here like this. That can go there, and then we can get another bridge. And that'll get us that'll help us divide up these some more. Like I said, that's really the big problem right now, is that these are just all divided up at the moment. Or they're too combined. They're the opposite of divided up. They're too combined. I would like to try and sweep these up if possible. Let's just shut these off temporarily. Here, just shut these off for a moment. Just for a moment. I see the problem. Okay, I see what the problem is. We need a block right there. Here, get the block real fast. Yeah, make it a 9. There we go. Now it shouldn't get in there. Just get the rest of that water. There we go. Don't worry about the rest. Check the element. Looks all good to me. Okay, turn these back on. Okay, these are evening out in temperature actually really nicely. That actually worked out just fine. Okay, and so now this should be connected, so now we can disconnect these. And what we're going to do is connect them together and then disconnect these. Now, if you don't know why I have the two of them pumping together, so the reason for that is because these ventilation ducts can handle 1 kilogram of gas per block, basically. But the pumps, they pump 500 grams. So to have a fully optimized setup, what we need is basically the ability to, we need the power of 2 pumps. 2 pumps are enough to, you know, get the gas moving. Interesting. Over here, we're having some real blockage, I've noticed. Not sure why, though. Let me release... we got some overpressurization. Making an absolute truck ton of oxygen. More oxygen than we're capable of doing with anything, apparently. I guess we could put some here? Yeah, we need to try and find a way to clear up this pipe. If we can. Basically, the issue is that the gas pressure is getting really high. It's not necessarily a bad thing, and the reason it's not necessarily a bad thing is because high gas pressure means that we are doing good in terms of oxygen. It means that's no longer really that big of a deal. We could snake some over here. Yeah, the issue could just be that maybe there's just too much oxygen. I have no idea. I mean, we're dumping oxygen down here, which, you know, isn't ideal. It's not really what it's not our objective to dump oxygen down there, but, you know, it's still breathable. What we probably need are more duplicants, actually. We need them to breathe more oxygen. God. I can't believe I'm saying it, but yeah, we need... Let's go ahead and mop all this up. Yeah, we need more duplicants to breathe more oxygen. Oh, what a problem we have, eh? Oh yeah, as I was saying, so on the Twitch community, we were able to make a better version. I spent a long time, well, not a long time, but I spent an amount of time working this to be more effective because this is really eating up a lot of electricity, and I was like, there's gotta be a better way to do it, and I did come up with a better way. This is dormant, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do, that's what I'm gonna be working on in this episode, is building a more efficient one. And what I wanna do, the first step is gonna be... I want to simplify a lot of these pipes. So we're going to shut this down. And our first goal will be... we need to simplify some of the pipes. The pipes are frankly just too complicated. So what I'm going to do is... shut this off, shut it down, shut everything down. Let's just chill out for a moment. We need to just kind of rethink what we're doing. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to go like that. I think that's going to become a very clean line. And then what we're going to do is get rid of all of these. We're going to clear a lot of interior space. I'm also going to remove all these. We're going to start all over again. Basically, we prototyped it, and oh, what are you doing here? You should be in the hatch place. Also, we need to make more floors. Although, this is where the power room is. I don't know if I want to do that. This is where the power room is supposed to be. Maybe I make the power room a little further down. How big is this? 27. Interesting. Is that enough? I think it might be enough. We might need to condense some of these rooms down a bit. Okay. So, now the water is really hot. That's the downside to everything at the moment. But, you know, one thing at a time. Let's go ahead and cut these away. In fact, I might, we'll let it pump out the remaining water. This is all starting to clog up again. Like I said, we need a more permanent solution, but right now, this is what we're working on. One thing at a time. Once this water line runs out, what we will do next is shut these pumps down, and then we're gonna build, like, the actual, like, the real heat sink. Well, I mean, it won't be the heat-destroying heat sink, but it's going to be, it's gonna be a nice heat sink. All we gotta do is wait for this to eat up all of that water. And we're almost there. I mean, it eats it up at a decent rate. At the same time, like, you know, it's a lot of water. Like, you know, these things are pretty efficient when they come to making water, to be totally honest. Like, you get a lot of oxygen for the water, let me tell you. Almost there. One more to go. Done. Okay, so what we're gonna do... Got a little bit of automation there. Let's shut these off. No need to, like... Let's just shut everything down for a moment. Let's just chill out. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pump you here. Goodbye, you. You're gone. Nope, no more you. That's done and over with. You... Who has more load? About the same, so I'll choose you over here. I'm gonna get a switch. And what we're gonna do is pump up. And I need a liquid reservoir. Right here. And I'm gonna pump into the reservoir. And now what we need to do is visualize how, we need a shut-off. We're gonna flip the shut-off. So this is output, input. This is input right here. Okay, so it needs to be like this. Like that. Okay. And then we know there's gonna be a thermosensor right here. Let's go ahead and just wire up the parts that we know are definitely going to be a thing. I'm going to go ahead and put mesh tiles here. And then I'm going to give it electricity. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is build a desalinator. We have a desalinator, right? It's under refinement, I bet. Refinement. Desalinator. Right here. Right, it doesn't matter. Okay, desalinator. I don't know if I like how cramped it is, but, you know, one thing at a time, right? We'll make you go like this. And then you are gonna go into here. Like that. Perfect, that's perfectly fine with me. And then I need to hook it up as well. Okay. Now, okay, we're pumping in, that's fine. That part's okay. Wait, did I make this wrong? I feel like I made this. No, I didn't make it wrong. No, it's perfectly fine. Everything's fine. Nothing wrong with it. So the water's gonna come in like this, like that. The threshold for water will make it, oh, I don't know, 75 degrees. Now, don't worry, I'll explain it later. Okay, so here's how it's gonna work. A little cramped. That's something. Okay, so I found something I immediately don't like. I don't like how cramped this is. I know how to fix it. We'll just move this over. Okay. We just need to, well, basically I want this to reach to the, this thing a little bit more conveniently. I think the way to fix it is to build it in reverse. Okay, hold on a second. We're gonna build this in reverse. Okay, let's build all of this in reverse. Because unfortunately we can't reverse the direction of, these liquid thingies, so we're gonna have to do it in reverse. I mean, we wouldn't have, well, I guess we don't have to do it in reverse, but I think it's gonna look a lot nicer in reverse. Okay, so you're gonna be here. You're gonna be here, doing everything just in reverse. Let's get the liquid shut off right here. Output, input. I don't think it matters. It's a little bit unaligned, but I don't think that part matters. I'll know in a moment. Let me just hook the piping up to see how it matters. Yeah, I don't like that, actually. Okay. All we gotta do is just move everything over one. It's like, it's funny, because then I'll wind up tearing this down anyways as well. Okay, you go here. Pipe into here. Liquid shutoff. Element sensor, or temperature sensor. Give it electricity. Oh, they can't get to these. That's the problem. Give it an automation wire. And even these are going to have to get moved. All of this is going to have to move over. Why don't I just make this an entire thing? Let's just make this whole thing. Or do I? No, let's make it where it's necessary. Let's not get out of control. Let me get a switch. Okay, so as we start building it, we're gonna get a better idea. I'm just gonna put this as a temporary water line. Or maybe I won't. Yeah, this is gonna, I guess we're just completely redesigning this. Holy crap. Yeah, this is gonna be let's just do it. We're just gonna do a complete overhaul. Get it all out of here. This is a total overhaul. We're just gonna make it work. That's all that matters right now. I just want to make it work. Okay, all of those are fine. Ventilation pipes, we'll just trim the ventilation pipes away. All the way over to here. Okay, so let's build it from this perspective. So this is gonna go over here like that, and then it's gonna hit the crazy refinery thing, right? That would be under refinement. That would be the desalinator. And then it would go into here. And then this would go into the electrolyzer. The electrolyzer can just be right here. It doesn't really matter. Actually, didn't we want the electrolyzer over here? I think we did. Let me see how the water looks. So either way, we're gonna have to cross over the pipes. That's kind of annoying. Like, I don't want to cross the pipes over. I'm trying to make the pipes as the least amount of ugly as possible, basically. That might not be, it just might not be possible. We'll put the electrolyzer here. You know what? I can just win. I didn't want to do it this way, and I might change it, but I could just win by doing this and just dumping it here. That's an option. It keeps it pretty clean. I don't think I'm upset with that. Or at least I don't think. So this can come straight down like that. Trying to keep, like I said, we're trying to keep the pipes clean. That's really the goal here. Then what we're gonna do is build the two pumps here. A little bit of space between them so that I can put, so I can shut them off if I need to. Let's give them some platforms to sit on. Okay, now, let's see. I'm going to do it in reverse. I want to give the pipes priority here. Let's work on these pipes first. So, these are going to come out. Oh, no, don't connect them. That's not what we're trying to do. So, we're going to go like this. I sure hope I'm not eating up all of my copper. Oh, I'm using up all of my iron. Give me the iron back. We're not using iron. Plumbing, radiant pipes. There we go. We're supposed to be using copper. Where else does it get really hot? I'm trying to see, like, we're building kind of a radiator at the moment. Oh, we have a lot of iron. Where did all this iron come from? Oh, that's right, I switched their diet to iron. I see. So, at some point in time, we'll have to switch to iron. Right here. Doesn't really matter. Let's do that in reverse, I think. We're trying to save a bit of metal. How do we want to design this? Well, that might be able to stay there. Okay. Maybe I just go like this? I think that's super dumb looking. So here's the thing. What we want to do is something like this. I want to go like that, down. Okay, right? And then we'll pipe this way. That way, remove that, and then we'll go this way, like this, That's going to be a problem. There has to be a bit of space for them. Like that. And then in here. And then this will bridge over that. That gives maximum prioritization to this. Okay, so now we just need to let them build it. And then we can hook the rest of it up. Okay, so now the new step is they need to build the system. This will be a more, you know, optimized might not be the correct term, but it will be a more advanced, this is a more advanced version of the system. This might be this might not be a good idea right here. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. What's the temperature in here? 59 degrees on the brine. So the problem that we had with this is the output. So the output would go into the intake. I think I know what the problem is here. We'll have to see. I believe that will work. We'll have to watch the behavior of the liquids. Ooh, that's... No! Do not use. No use. No use. No use. Oh, no. No use. No use. Okay, so something overheated, and it basically just super overheated was the problem. Yeah, I see what the problem. Something, one of the liquids vaporized into, what do you call it, into steam. Yeah, get that liquid out of here. That's really hot. So hot that someone actually took burning damage. That's fine, though. A little bit of burning damage never hurt anyone much. Let's just get things going. We got this. Let's see what the contents include. Iron, refined carbon is hot. Yeah, a lot of this is really hot. The brine is really hot. That's what's happening. The brine is 300 degrees. We can see it right here. It says brine, 300 degrees. So that is basically instantly going to vaporize. And it's going to continuously do it, actually. It's going to vaporize continuously until we release all of it, and I think we just did. I think we just released all of it. That was very, very hot. Don't worry about this. Mop up all that stuff up there first. Let's see how the pipes are looking. The pipe system is nearly done. We want to get this hot water out of here because it's just like, it's adding to the problem at the moment. This thing is currently unusable until we have a way to get rid of the hot water. At least if we figured out what's wrong with it. What's wrong, and the answer to what is wrong with it is that it, what is this? Insufficient gold? Oh, these pipes require a different material. Let me just make them out of, iron. Iron is what's available. There we go. Okay, I want to at least run the system once. That's our goal. Now, the reason we're doing it this way, once again, is because, this system should be a lot more efficient in terms of... Why are we... What the heck is happening here? Stop. Don't make all of this. What are you doing? Don't do that. Yeah, give me my metal back. This is all made out of precious metal. Give me all of that back. Yeah, just finish this up. Okay, let's just get it going. Let me just shut all of these off. Let's give it electricity as well. We'll just have them all shut off. Okay, we're getting energized. Okay, our pipes are ready. Okay, that's all mopped up. Now, in the meantime, I want you to mop all this water up. Yep, get all this water mopped up in the meantime. Okay, let's go ahead and start pumping the water in. Let's see if it works. All right, so the water is going out. Let's slow down a little bit. I'll go fast. So the water, okay, I'll explain. So the water in this pool is very, very cold, right? So it goes into here, and let's go ahead and just, well, let's let it run. So it's coming in at about 50 degrees, and it's good. This is the first hot area. This hot area is, it's coming out at about 57 degrees. It's already up to 60 degrees. This area is very hot. So over here, it should be collecting. It's another very hot area. You should see the effect is immediate, though. You can already see an immediate effect. Over here, let's see how hot it gets. So the temperature here should be getting quite a bit hotter. Yeah, look at this. We're nearly up to 80 degrees here. Now we're coming through this hot area. We're up to 80 degrees here. Like, we're basically collecting all of the heat along the way. And then it's going to come back over here. And remember, this sensor is looking for water that is above 75 degrees. It's supposed to be above 75 degrees, right? Wait, what's happening? Uh-oh. These stupid pipes got fused together. Hold on a second. What is happening? We are dumping salt water. Okay. Those pipes got fused together because of that glitch. That's going to cause the system to back up. Okay, here we go. So why is nothing happening? Pipe is blocked by what? What is the pipe blocked by? There shouldn't be any blockages. Intake is normal. No wire connected. I see. Okay, that should do it. Alright, so the water is currently not moving. That's fine. It's just collecting a ton of heat right now. There's always a few kinks to work out. It's fine. Annoying that we've got this, like, pocket of salt water here, but it's not polluted salt water or anything, or germy salt water. Okay, now it's working. Alright, let me do, I think it's Alt S. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna this is gonna be our screenshot. I figured out how to do it. So here's how it works. When the salt water is, what is wrong? Do we not have a, you're supposed to go into there when you're done. Is that not a thing? Are you not doing that? Also, we can turn this on. Are we not doing this? Why aren't we? Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna remove this pipe. And now I'm going to rebuild it like that. Turn this off. Let's see if that fixes anything. Why doesn't it want to shunt the water into here? It should. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Let's remove this pipe real fast. Troubleshooting time. That's weird, because I built it the exact same way. I built it the exact same way. Why wouldn't it work? Okay, so that part's fine. Now I can delete this. Okay, so as I was saying, the way the system works is when the water comes back, if it is hotter than 75 degrees, then this thing is going to cause it to begin funneling the water into this desalinator. The desalinator removes the salt from the water and turns it into normal everyday water, right? Normal water. And then it's going to add it into here. So we use the cold salt water to cool down the base, and then when the salt water is too warm and isn't going to be useful for cooling down the base, we go ahead and just put it in the desalinator and turn it into normal everyday water. And then the water can then be turned into oxygen because we're pumping that into here. Now we got to react. Oh, I forgot we didn't do that either. Oh, wow. Well, you know, we can fix it all later. Basically, the pressure is too high. All we have to do is, you know, redo those things. But we're basically, you get the idea of how it's going to work. We pump the cold. Basically, as a quick recap, we get the cold water from the geyser, right? So it goes from the geyser. Why is that even like? Why is any of this like this? Don't do that. So we get the cold water. The cold water goes into here, right? Then we pump the cold water into this little, like, the reason, why do we pump it into here? We pump it into this because it doesn't use electricity. Once it's in here, it doesn't use electricity. Now, we will have to pump more water into it periodically, but right now, it doesn't, and then we could automate it with an automation wire as well to get it to pump more water in when we need to. Anyways, we pump it into here because this doesn't use electricity, and it'll continue the cycle. And, it also equalizes the temperature. The temperature in here is 64 degrees, so it equalizes the temperature. We send it out in the radiant pipes. These are made out of pure metal, and we pipe it out into all of the areas that are hot. So this area gets hot, this area gets hot, these power transformers get hot. Obviously, this area over here gets rather hot, so that's why we're piping it over here. And we're basically collecting all the heat as we go, and then we go into this last area. This is the last of the hot areas, and then I'll try to build other hot areas. You know, I'll try to move the incubation chambers there and whatnot. And it returns back. It's a loop, a cooling loop. So it returns back over here. And we have a sensor that it's just a yes or no question. Is it hotter than 75 degrees or is it colder than 75 degrees? If the answer is hotter, then like right now it's coming in at 73. 73 is lower than 75, so it's not being let out into the desalinator, right? It's just going over here and back into the cycle where, remember, it equalizes the temperature. And, but the answer is, and the fact that it's coming back at 73 degrees, that should already tell you that it is really reducing the temperature of this area should be really, really being lowered. Even this hot spot over here, eventually the gas will just the air temperature will trade out. It'll equalize out. And that's gonna make things a lot cooler. And then, once again, we can't cool the base with 80-degree air. With 80-degree water will not cool the base. So if the water gets too hot, instead of sending it back through the loop, or instead of adding it back into the water, where it'll just make the water hotter, we send it into the desalinator. The desalinator removes the salt from the water, and therefore it goes from being brine water into fresh water, back into here. We'll have to clean this up at some point. You know, it's kind of a pain, but, you know, what can you do? And eventually... that just means that filling it up with fresh water just means now we can do freshwater things, such as pumping it into this electrolyzer. The electrolyzer is currently having a problem because the gas pressure is too high. 2 kilograms is the max, but we will build these to pump out all of the we will do this to pump out the extra gas and move it around the base and so forth. Other problems we need to fix. This is a problem. You know, we've got to get all of the storage done. We got to do something with the chlorine. There's a lot to do. Like, you know, there's a lot to do. I'll just put it that way. What's this? Why is this chair floating? There's a lot to do. Anyways, hopefully that explains to you the idea of how to build this. I would call this an intermediate cooling loop. The early cooling is, you know, using insulators to block off heat and ice to cool down the base, cold water to cool down the base. This is a more intermediate method of cooling. The more advanced methods are going to be heat destruction through the usage of a heavy-duty heat sink But we're not there yet because actually we could be there. We just need the steel and the plastic. All we need is steel and plastic to make like a real heatsink. But you know, one thing at a time. Anyways, I do have a question for those of you who are watching. Let me know if you would prefer me to play off screen a bit more and get to some of the better stuff, or if you're happy to watch it as it is. Because I've seen, you know, viewership has slacked off a little bit, and I'm wondering if that's my fault, if I'm showing too much basic content, and maybe I should be showing more action-packed content. Yeah, so that's one thing I'm wondering. Like, post your opinions down in the comment section. Anyways, like the video if it was entertaining. Remember, join my Discord and follow me on Twitch to see Oxygen Not Included live on Twitch. Yes, there's a separate Twitch base. But yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Oxygen Not Included content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.